What's up, you all? Welcome to the Real Saturday Night Live with your boy, Free Blanche. About to get started. I just told the folks on IG, if the page is suspect on IG, you getting up out of here. I'm going to ask you all why you're following me. Based on the answer, if you don't answer, you're getting up out of here. If you answer wrong, you're getting up out of here. And there is a wrong answer. Because what y'all doing is y'all disagree with what I'm saying, but you want to sabotage me. We're not gonna do it. So I'm gonna ask y'all why y'all following me, and then depending on your answer, I'm gonna get you up out of here. I'm gonna do what I should have been doing. Cause I see y'all don't respect, somebody being fair and lenient. Now y'all don't respect that. So I'm gonna get y'all up out of here. I'm gonna let y'all have what y'all want. Y'all can go to other sites where y'all can go experience communism and Marxism. When I asked this question, I got Angela, I got you. I know you good. Angela, I know you good. Cruz, Missile, I know you good. I don't know about I am Demetria Bolden. You seem good too. Well, you seem good too. We finna get started. We ain't playing no more. Cause enough's enough. Cause what y'all doing is, instead of y'all having some honor, you're just despicable. And I know why God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. I know why. I know why God flooded the earth. Because of y'all. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Thank you. But let's get started. Hope you're having a great day today. Hold on one second. Let me pull this screen up a little bit. There we go. Now, basically, these folks been reporting my lives. Same thing's happening on TikTok. Same thing been happening on IG the past, I want to say the 4 times I've gone live, the past 4 times, somebody's been reporting my live. I thought it was AI at first, but it's coming at certain times. So twice when I've talked about, hold on, before I get into it, let me go through this list right here. See who's on here. Okay, everybody on here seems cool. I don't know about LaCar. Anyway, so it's 7 of you all on right now, or 6 of you all. I just want to ask you all why you all follow me. I got 1 answer. I got 2 answers. I need 4 more answers. Well, I got 3 answers. I need 3 more answers. 4 more answers. I got 7 now. I need 4 more answers as to why you all follow me. If you don't answer, you're getting up out of here. If you answer wrong, you're getting up out of here. It's a wrong answer. And I determine what's right or what's wrong. See what y'all do is y'all let these tyrants in government terrorize y'all. Y'all let these Democrats terrorize y'all. I don't bother y'all. Y'all want to terrorize me. We're not going to do it no more. We done with it. Enough's enough. So I got 3 answers. If I don't get my answer, you're getting up out of here. Okay, let's get started. I got 4 answers. I need 3. I need 3 more answers. Folks been reporting me on all sites. This is crazy. I'm like, this don't make no sense. Don't make any sense. And then they report my stuff. There's no violations. Instagram puts my content back, but I can't go live. So I still get punished. So basically, I'm getting punished for people like y'all reporting my stuff. So since y'all want to play the game raw, I'm going to play it raw. I'm playing it all the way raw. All right, thank you. I need 2 more answers. Thank you. I hate to be like this, y'all. I really do. I really wanted to come on here say what I got to say and just leave. If you don't like it, you can leave. But this been happening too much. And I know it's some slime, degenerates, sleaze, bucket, sewer urchin that's doing it. It's somebody disgusting and just disgusting that's doing it. It's disgusting. I just got a YouTube notification and they said that I had one of my videos taken down for misinformation. I don't even know when the video was even posted. I don't know. So we already see communism. We can already see it. But let's get started. Okay, so let me see. So some of y'all just joining. I know everybody on here seems good. The only person that hasn't answered is LeCarte. So I need you to go ahead and answer LeCarte. So you go ahead and answer LeCarte because you was here earlier. I saw you. So LeCarte, I need you to go ahead and answer my question. If you don't answer my question in 10 seconds, you're getting up out of here. Let me see. Okay, LeCarte, you ain't answered. Let me get you up out of here. Okay, got LeCarte up out of here. He didn't want to answer. So you don't want to follow instructions, you got to go anyway. So we got LeCarte up out of here. Everybody else is legit. Damn, LeCarte, I just removed him. Sorry. Oh, well. Sorry. It's going to be some collateral damage sometimes. I'm sorry. LeCarte, you answered. My bad. I'm sorry. You took too long. I'll give you more than 10 seconds, too. No, she's not on here. I don't see her. Yeah, I saw his answer, but it was too late. I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad I didn't block him. I just removed him. So hopefully he'll come back next time. It's going to be collateral damage. I'm sorry. I hate to be this way. I hate to do it. You know, somebody said, well, if they were elderly, I'm sorry. Be faster. I gave y'all plenty. I've been live right now for almost 9 minutes. I've been talking. Folks should have been ready to type the answer. You done had 9 minutes. So I'm sorry. But let's continue. Now, I want to discuss Anton Daniels real quick. Now, Anton Daniels said something in this live that was just wrong. I mean, he was capping, but when we're trying to give a message, we got to be honest. And we got not only have to be honest, but we have to be doing it with the right intent. You know, we can't do things to show up people or, you know, all these things. For those of you just joining, I see Poker Face on here. Think while it's legal. I know two of y'all. So Poker Face, I need you to tell me why you follow me. If you don't answer, I'm getting you up out of here. If you answer wrong, I'm getting you up out of here. I'm sorry I got to be this way. Y'all reporting my stuff, not you per se, but in general. So just tell me why you follow me. And then if you get the right answer, you get to stay. If not, you gone. If you don't answer, you gone. I'm sorry. Anyway, so Anton Daniel said something on his live that I watched, and I saw a video of him talking to another guy, and he said the guy disrespected his wife. But the guy kept bringing up Anton Daniel saying he had multiple women. And I was like, why does he keep saying that? So I just stumbled across this video where Anton Daniels is on the video, and I'm going to let you hear what he has to say. Now, keep in mind, I like Anton Daniels. At the same time, you can't be a content creator and you have the wrong intentions. I'm sorry. And so y'all want to call me out, you feel free. But what Anton Daniels said in this live was wrong. And the Bible says we got to even get away from the appearance of evil. You know, we got to let our nay be our nay and our yea be our yea. So the Bible is basically telling us we're going to be held accountable for every idle word. We shouldn't just be up here just talking, just running our mouth, just talking slick, trying to appear a certain way, trying to seem bigger than what we are or better than what we are. So I'm about to play it. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all ain't got to thank y'all so much on YouTube. Y'all don't have to do it. It's just for the folks on IG that's talking, not talking per se, but people on IG are reporting my IG lives. Now I asked Poker Face to respond. Poker Face didn't respond. So now I got to remove Poker Face. It's just, I mean, it's simple instructions. Anton Daniel is a content creator. He's a content creator. But let's get started. Let's get started. Thank you, Miss Q. Y'all ain't got to do it though. I'm just talking about Instagram.
Away from women lying on men. They do it all the time. What I'm saying is we're talking how he didn't know.
You want them to
are you telling me he don't know what type of woman that he's with?
No.
Oh, come on. You know what type of woman you with. You know if this woman leaves, you know what's about to happen.
Let me tell you something, Mr. 19.
Yeah, I don't believe in all that.
God bless you. God bless you. But I'm just telling you, at any point, any woman that you've ever been with in your past, could say that you did something that you didn't do.
Oh, of course.
Any one of them.
Of course.
Any one of them. And it ain't got nothing to do with your masculinity or whether or not you're not a bitch ass.
I didn't say it. I didn't say they was, but they
haven't.
haven't.
Any one of them can come through and accuse you of something that you did not do, and you won't have any control over your fate.
Well,
does that make you a bitch ass nigga?
I tell you, these niggas are public bitch ass niggas. So
no. Does that make you a bitch ass nigga? Does that make somebody a bitch ass nigga when they get accused of something because they wasn't able to identify the woman that was going to accuse them?
I think you are a weak man if you can't have vision enough to know what type of woman you with. Yes, I think you're a weak bitch ass man.
No, man, I cut that bingo mic off.
So you're saying the same. You're basically saying the same thing we say to women when they go and say, "Oh, the man did this to me." Oh, well, you should have had the foresight. You knew what he was before.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. 1950 is saying something that is correct. He's basically saying that as a man, it is your job to determine whether or not the woman that you are with is going to be a good woman. So that means when you're judging the woman, you should be able to tell whether or not she has the potential, or she basically, do you see any signs in her that would have her operate a certain way? It's your job to see those signs. And so I don't believe that when you get with a woman and she totally flips the script, that she didn't show signs before. I don't believe that. Everybody that I've dealt with in my entire life, everybody, you know, friends, family, relationships, girlfriends, they've always shown who they were throughout the relationship. I was never caught off guard by anybody. So this whole notion that a man is getting with a woman and she totally flips the script, and I don't buy that. Most men put blinders on because they want to sleep with the woman. And it's just that simple. Most men put blinders on because they want to sleep with the woman. So a lot of men let stuff slide because they feel like if I do this for her, she's going to treat me right. So I don't agree with Anton Daniels on this at all. I believe that if you get with a woman and she totally flips the script, that means you saw red flags in the beginning and you made excuses for them. It's just that simple. I've never been with a woman that didn't give me signs beforehand. Never. That's never happened. When you talk to women, you could tell within the first 5 minutes. Like, it's not rocket science. You can observe behavior. But see, the problem is that when you don't have enough character to do it, that's the issue. You don't have something to bounce what she's doing off of. You don't have a solid foundation. That's a problem most of these men. Most of these men lack character. They lack discipline. They lack honor. They lack experience. So when they're judging a woman, what are they basing it on? What they saw in a movie, what they saw on TV, what somebody told them? No. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And in all thy getting, get understanding. So if you're getting with women and those women are totally flipping the script, it's a totally different person. Then I know that you compromise yourself somehow, some way, and I guarantee you slept with them before marriage. I guarantee it. All the men that got tricked and done wrong, I guarantee you slept with them before marriage. But let's continue.
Is that essentially what you're saying?
Yeah,
No,
women know.
Because
you know
like,
the red flags. You know the red flags. You're a norm because you weak.
That's not the same. It's not.
But you could say that. You could say that. Okay, well, you should have had the foresight. Sure, whatever.
No,
but find a woman vindictive. Find a woman
getting...
vindictive enough. Find a woman vindictive enough who's on a warpath and really wants to hurt you where it hurts. They will she'll find a way to get at you. Doesn't matter if you have the foresight.
Because when she first got with you, that wasn't what she was on.
This is what I'm talking about. Anton Daniels does not know what he's talking about. This young lady with the big forehead, she don't know what she's talking about. They just talking. If a woman is going to be vindictive is a character flaw. That means you don't just cut vindictive on and off. That's part of your character. So if I'm with a young lady and she's vindictive, she's going to show vindictive traits before she's vindictive towards me. In all thy getting, get understanding. Being a vindictive person is a major character flaw. So that means that the woman that's vindictive, that is a part of who she is. If you're not vindictive, no matter how bad somebody does you, you won't be vindictive. There's plenty of folks that get done wrong, male and female, and they're not vindictive. So if you're vindictive, that's a part of your character and part of your makeup. She's not cutting that switch on and off as who she is. She's a vindictive person. No. I cut my Instagram off because they were here using profanity. So I cut it off. I cut my Instagram off. But I'm going to cut it back on, though. And I like Anton, too. I do. I'm a fan of his work, but at the same time, he's wrong.
People change every single day. They change every day. You even said you're not going to be the same person you are.
People don't change. Most people don't change. A leopard doesn't change its spots. What people do is they become older. They become more mature. They're still the same person. People don't change every day. That's a false statement. And again, he's talking because he doesn't have the experience in dealing with people. People don't change every day. Most people are how they are right now, like they were when they were 5 years old. Who you are is who you are for a long. Now, you may get smarter. You may become more mature, but you're the same person. And so whereas before you might have been, let's say a man was a serial cheater. He cheated all the time. Now you pick your spots. See what I mean? Before you cheated all the time, now you pick your spot. You're still the same person. Before you was vindictive all the time, now you pick your spot. You didn't change. People don't change every day. Most people stay the same throughout their entire life. For people to actually change, it usually requires something very drastic, usually something that's near death, usually a near-death experience. Andres Garcia said, from 0 to 7, the subconscious is formed. Let's continue.
18 as you are at 35. You said that, Mr. 1950. So if people change every day and then people tell you that they love you, is it a difference than if the circumstances change and they decide that they don't love you no more? Then are you a bitch ass nigga at 18 for not being able to identify what she was going to be at 35?
I definitely agree, man. You got to get away from the situation. What happens is you become a person who ignores red flags because you are blinded by what you feel instead of what you are thinking. And what it is, these men they knew that he knew that this woman was winning for his money. He knew it. Tyrese spoke about this. He knew, but he felt like, oh, well, I could sweeten her up. No, he knew. You know, at the end of it,
in hindsight, now that he got to the corner, made sure she was a simple girl. You know, but we never know.
That's not what he said. He said he knows in hindsight.
Hindsight is 2020. Tyrese has been around women most of his life. So I'm going with Mr. 1950 again. Tyrese is lying. He knew. Men know. I don't give men a pass because every woman that I've been with that turned out to be not good, I knew from the beginning. The sex might have been good, whatever. She might have did it. I don't know. But I stayed around, but I knew. And so if you don't know, it's because, like Mr. 1950 said, you're in your feelings. You're choosing to sacrifice your character for something that you want. And so Tyrese is not a victim. He chose the wrong woman. She was a simple girl. No, she wasn't simple because she with you. What kind of simple girl wants to date a celebrity? It's an oxymoron. What type of simple girl wants to date a celebrity? It doesn't make any sense. She's not simple. A simple girl's going to say, I don't want somebody in the limelight. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. You got a bunch of men up here who don't have any sense when it comes to women because they don't understand a woman's nature. What is the woman's nature? It is the animal kingdom. She is kill or be killed. If a woman smells weakness, she's not going to spare you. She's going to terrorize you because that's her nature. Why do you think Eve gave Adam the fruit? She didn't hide from Adam. You would think if she respected Adam, she would have took the fruit from the serpent or grabbed the fruit herself, ate it, and went and hid somewhere, ran off. Think about how bold Eve was to give Adam the fruit. So again, the woman's nature is the animal kingdom. Merciless, unforgiving. That's her nature. If you're a weak man, she's going to devour you. That's just how it is. That's how God made it. That's why it's so important for a man to see these red flags. It's so important for a man to walk in character, for a man to be honorable, for a man to have a relationship with God for these reasons right here. So that, like Leatherface just said, the flesh is weak. And because the flesh is weak, you must train your flesh.
now that what's happened to him happened to him.
Of course, because he didn't see the flags, because he wasn't experienced enough to understand what woman is in front of him.
How do you
like some of these men are just hopping in marriages and relationships with no experience. You gotta have experience to be married.
You gotta go through it.
No. I'm talking about experience of what you want.
You know what the funny part about it is that you can get into a situation and you can mess with a chick, and at that very same instance, the very first one that you mess with can accuse you of something that you didn't do.
Yeah.
The very first one. It happened every day. It happened to the whole Duke lacrosse team. It happened to guys every single day.
Again, I'm gonna go to his example. The Duke lacrosse team was messing with a stripper. So common sense tells you if a woman is willing to do sexual things for money, then she will probably do some other stuff too. Again, when I talk about wisdom, I'm talking about it for a reason. Anton Daniels doesn't have the experience. He doesn't know. The example he gave lets you know he doesn't know. You're messing. There is a stripper there. What won't she do? She literally gets naked for money, or she has sex for money. What won't she do? So the Duke lacrosse team put themselves in harm's way by even entertaining a stripper. This is what I mean by a man conquering his flesh. It's hard to get tricked by a woman when you don't give her access. It's hard to get tricked by a woman when you don't touch her. She don't get to come to your house. She don't get to come to your room. Everything y'all do is in public. Tupac was getting fellatio on the dance floor by a chick. He thought it was cool, but it cost him. So again, these women do anything. So what I'm saying is, and Mr. 1950 is 100% correct. Tyrese chose not to see the red flags. The Duke lacrosse players chose not to see the red flags. Can't nobody hide who they are from you. They can't. If human beings are flawed, then there's going to be a chink in the armor once in a while. You're going to see who they really are. But let's just speed this up. I'm sorry. Let's speed it up. I'm sorry.
I could train up a chick to come and finesse you all. Everything that you just said, man, Mr. 1950, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I could train up a chick to come and finesse you all day long.
Okay, all right. So what you saying? Let me tell you something. So what you saying is, I don't view you as a man with no game to do that. I don't think you got that type of game to talk to no woman to tell him to finesse nobody. That's not you. You don't have that.
That's cool. I'm with it.
Hey, Anton, you don't have the mouthpiece to talk to women. You talk to one woman. Hey, so you know what? You don't have experience with women because you only have experience with one woman.
That's fair.
You're in the wrong lane. You in the wrong lane.
I'm gonna let you say that.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
At the end of the day,
you've met me before, Anton. You've met men like me before.
I've met you before?
No, you've met men like me before.
Oh yeah,
I'm the guy that you know that you could not touch in that lane.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can have all the money in the world, but that shit don't matter when it comes to these bitches. You know it. You know it.
Let me say this.
You know it.
Hold on, wait.
Now we cooking.
No. This is beautiful. I like.
Oh, he knows what we talking about. He knows.
Here's the thing.
Don't worry about it, Miss K.
I got a fleet of hoes right now.
Man, you don't got no fleet of. Man, stop it.
Calm down, cowboy. Let me get my thoughts off.
Now, nobody with women says that. If you ever know any guy that has a lot of women or whatever, he's never going to be broadcasting anything. In fact, he wants to downplay him having multiple chicks. He's not going to get on a podcast and say, I got a fleet of women. He's not going to say it. No man with women talks like that. Have y'all ever been around some guys that you know can get women or got women? Have y'all ever been around them? Do they ever broadcast what they're doing? Do they ever say, hey, I got a lot of chicks? No. So the fact that Anton even said this lets you know he's green. He's green as a pool table, but twice as square. Or is he square as a pool table and twice as green? I don't know. But the statement he made should let everybody know that he don't have no women. He has a wife. And right now he's out of pocket, being disrespectful. He's married to a woman, and he's telling the world that he has a fleet of other women, disrespecting his wife. The purpose of the game is to get in the game and get you a wife about the game. That's the purpose of the game. The purpose of the game ain't to get in here and be a whoremonger and get yourself just used up and get tossed to the side of the road like roadkill. The purpose of the game is to jump in the game, get your woman, and get up out the game. That's the purpose. Anton Daniels is married for a long time. I think since his early 20s. He's been with one woman for over 20 years. So he's out of pocket on this podcast, but guess what? He's trying to show off because he felt a certain way by the way that Mr. 1950 is speaking, because he's telling the truth. Most men will get intimidated by a man that's no nonsense. Most men get intimidated by a man that is no nonsense. And I'm telling you right now, listen, and I like Anton Daniels' content, but he does have some female energy in him. And it's on display in this live right here. It's on display. I don't know why he put this up. I wouldn't have put this up. I would apologize to my wife. It's not cool. It's lame. First of all, nobody believes you got a fleet of women. And if you do have women, they're non-character women. They're around you because of the money. They're not actually good women. To me, you see, it don't count unless the woman is good. It only counts if the woman's not good, then what are you bragging about? Anybody can have a low character woman. But can you have a fleet of quality women? Probably not. Because a quality woman is going to require a certain amount of time from you and attention if she's quality, if she knows her worth. Anton Daniels lost points on this live. He really got exposed. What he did in this live would let you all know that he really ain't about that. He really ain't about that life. No man with women talks like this. None. No woman would say, I got a fleet of... Now, a pimp might say it off camera, but a pimp ain't going to say he got some hoes on camera. He's not going to incriminate himself. He's not going to do it. He gonna say they're here because they want to be here. I'm giving them game. I'm giving them. He says like, call me a coach. I'm their coach. I'm a life coach. He'll say something, but even a pimp ain't gonna talk like that. Even a pimp gonna finesse it. I've never met a guy with a bunch of women ever say, I got a fleet of hoes that I can put on you and get you for everything. You, Anton, you ain't built like that. Stop, man. Stop. You've been watching too many Pimp Sub Hoes Down or American Pimp. Stop. Stop. Cut it out. Cut it out. So again, Anton Daniels exposed himself. He let his ego get the best of him, and look what his ego caused him to do. His ego caused him to disrespect his wife and lie and put out a false image. All those things at once. He lied, disrespected his wife, and portrayed a false image. And everybody knows that Anton Daniels don't have no fleet or nothing. And I'm a fan of Anton Daniels, but right is right and wrong is wrong. But let's continue.
This nigga ain't got no bitches, nigga. You think a nigga with hoes? Do you know a man that gets women knows motherfuckers that don't? Anton, it's cool. You on social media, bro. Listen, say that.
You
just say that, bro. I'm just telling you, dog. I'm not gonna let you get away with that, man. Come on, dog. You ain't getting no bitches, nigga. Let's go. I'm coming to Detroit. Let's see. Hey, I'm coming to Detroit. When do you want me to come to Detroit? Me and you. Me and you. Put it on social media. I'm coming to Detroit. 50 coming to Detroit, and let's find out.
Okay, so I tell you what. Okay,
let's find out.
I'm gonna let him finish saying what he's gonna say.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. My bad. I'm disrespecting the panel. Go ahead, man.
No, that's cool. My fault. So like I was saying, I got a fleet of hoes right now that will come and finesse you out of your socks, nigga. That's number one. That's number one.
Okay.
And anybody in Detroit, whether I was in high school all the way up until right now, know who I am in real life. Now, I don't have to yell to get my point across.
Oh, I'm in your soul. I feel it in your breath. You're breathing hard. You're breathing hard.
I thought you was gonna be quiet for 5 seconds.
My bad, bro. Yo, go ahead.
I will send you a first-class ticket to Detroit, nigga.
I'm ready.
All you gotta do is DM me. I will have a cameraman follow us around, and I will embarrass every last one of you gamed up niggas.
Oh, let's get busy.
Hold on, let me finish. Because I know that y'all think that y'all got it. I seen you niggas on y'all little men's trips. You niggas is corny. Cornballs. You niggas is the corniest niggas that I ever seen in my life. Everybody that be sitting in y'all audience, them niggas look like they play video games all day. Nigga, you can't stand in front of people like me. You will never come to my city. I will send you a flight. I will embarrass you. And understand this. When you get done being embarrassed, you better call me the king.
Now, let me ask y'all a question. Who believes what Anton Daniels is saying? Who believes it? Who's buying it? This man, what man says, I will fly you out first class, just DM me. And I'll have cameras follow us around and show what? And show, you ever see those guys in the YouTube videos that they'll be like overseas and they'll have a camera and they'll be walking up to girls in other countries trying to get their number and talk to them? Like the lame, it's just lame. It's just lame. What grown man says, I'm gonna fly you out first class, just DM me. I'm gonna have a camera follow us around and I'm gonna embarrass you. And when we get done, call me king. Like what? Who is this Anton Daniels? But guess what? I've been seeing it though. What Mr. 1950 said was correct. Guys that get women know guys that can't. Guys that understand what swag is, what being cool is, and all that kind of stuff, they know guys that don't have it and when you putting on. And so what I'm saying is that Anton Daniels exposed himself. He doesn't even realize how much he exposed himself. He's not built like that. He's just not. But it's okay. Everybody on this side of the game is a square. It's okay. Everybody that's not in the game for real is a square, and it's okay. I ain't got to have the most women. I ain't got to have the most money. I got to follow Christ. But at the end of the day, Anton Daniels claims to be a believer. He claims to be a follower of Christ, but he's telling the world he has a fleet of hoes. That's a problem. That's a problem. You told the world you believe, you follow Christ. Now you say you got a fleet of hoes. And this is why people don't take believers serious, because stuff like this. You want to seem cool. Anton, you don't look cool. You don't sound convincing. Mr. 1950 sounds convincing because he gave the reason as to why men get got by women, and he's right. But again, I noticed before that Anton Daniels had feminine energy. Not calling him a woman, I'm saying he got feminine energy. I'm going to fly you out. First class. I'm going to have the cameras follows around. And then I'm going to show you really ain't got it like that. And then I want you to call me king. That's feminine energy. Don't no man talk like that. What kind of grown man has to prove something to another grown man? I wouldn't care what 1950 thought about me or Anton Daniels. I'm not finna do all no extra stuff to prove to y'all that I can do this and do that. It's foolish. He got exposed. What Pamela said, when you have it, you don't talk about it. Right. You know how many folks I've seen that was rich and dressed like below average? Dirty jeans, dirty shoes, shirt, and filthy rich. You know how many folks I saw that was rich and you would never know just live normal? Casually conservative said he used to wear a robe on camera. He did. Rick Hamstein said the glasses are meant to distract women from his ashy elbows and ankles. I mean, at the end of the day, Anton is putting on, but I'm holding him accountable because he said he was a believer. He's a believer, and he also promotes marriage. So you've built something up with putting out a positive message for the kingdom, but now you tearing it down because you got a fleet of hoes. And I don't believe it. What Jay-Z said, we don't believe you. You need more people. Right, MDS. Game, recognize game. It's not just a cliche. Listen, that's not just a cliche saying. Game, recognize game. Even if we was playing basketball, you can tell when somebody can hoop or not. Game, recognize, like, so in every aspect of life, you can tell who got it and who don't. You could be in a classroom, you know who the smart kids are. So again, Anton, stop playing. You ain't built like that. You ain't never been built like that, ever. I can tell, because no man built like that would even engage like this. You heard Mr. 1950 said, he said, my bad, I'm disrespecting the panel. And he fell back. He recognized that he might be disrespecting the panel because he's a self-aware man. In order to really be gamed up, you got to be self-aware. You got to know what you're doing, who you are. You have to know these things. You got to be able to observe people and see where they are. It's just, so again, Anton ain't built like that. I like his content, but he ain't built like that.
Because all of that tough talk shit, that don't mean nothing to me. I'm outside in real life, city to city, state to state. People meet me every single day. A nigga know how will be on you. Not one, especially in my city. So I'm gonna wait for you. I'm gonna wait for you to send me that DM, because all of that tough talk don't mean shit to me.
What tough talk?
We gonna see exactly how you niggas
what tough talk? I didn't say nothing tough. I told you facts.
Remember you said this.
So let me tell you this too. Let me tell you this too.
First of all, what man can't go to Detroit and get some women? What man can't go to Detroit and get some women. He is stimulated students. He actually is. What man, and really the problem with Anton is he got a Napoleon complex. That's real. His real problem is he's short. He's 5'7". You're right. He got a Napoleon complex. That's his real issue. So he has to make himself seem bigger than life because he's short. At the same time, though, who can't go to Detroit and get a woman? Who can't go to Detroit and clean up? I'm going to say that. Like, who can't go to Baltimore and get a chick? Chicago? Like, who can't go to these places and get women? Who can't go to Jacksonville and get a woman? Like, what are we talking about? It ain't hard getting these women in these, like he said, Detroit, like the women in Detroit would, but are you crazy? Stop. And listen, I'm not knocking Detroit women, but we're not going to act like, you know, come on now. We ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to act, come on, we ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do that. Detroit women can get got like anybody else can get got, but especially Detroit. Like that's like me saying, if you come to Atlanta, you won't get no chick. Yes, you will. You get a lot of them. If you come to Atlanta, you gonna have your pick of the litter. It ain't hard. Trust me, it ain't hard. I've never been to no major city where it was hard to get women ever. Women in the cities are the easiest. I'm sorry to say they're the easiest. Women in the city are the easiest to get. It's not hard at all. What are we talking about? Especially Detroit, especially Baltimore, especially Chicago, especially Indianapolis. Stop. Especially Houston, especially like any city. He said Detroit, like it was hard. Stop, man. Stop. And no disrespect to Detroit women. I'm not saying y'all don't have class and sophistication and standards and all that. I'm just saying on average, it ain't hard going to no major city and getting no woman. It just is not. I'm sorry. Leatherface said Houston. You could pick any major city. It ain't hard getting a woman in that major city. It ain't. I'm sorry. It's taking candy from a baby, literally.
If you had any type of game, you will understand that any man that rules himself will never be finessed by a broad. Ever. Bro, if he rules himself. So, Anton, let me tell you, man, first of all.
Mr. 1950 just dropped a jewel. Any man that rules himself will never be finessed by a woman. You know why? Because she won't have the opportunity to do it. Because she actually has to earn his trust. She actually has to earn something from him. And the earning process will be measured on character. That's why. So a man that rules himself is a man that has character. He has understanding. He has wisdom. Honestly, what kind of game does a woman have? I don't want to sound sexist. I don't want to sound male chauvinistic, but what type of game does a woman really have? Honestly. If a woman can't use sex, what kind of game is she really going to have? When y'all see women with game, y'all see younger women finessing old tricks. Y'all see women getting over on guys that are weak and simps, tricks. What game does a woman really have? What game? How is a woman going to finesse a man? How? If the man got the position, the man got the resources, how is she going to get the man unless there has to be a flaw in the man? Leatherface said, if she can cook, I'm simped out. If she can cook, it's a bonus. I mean, but still. What kind of game does a woman have? Prostitutes, strippers, their target audience is tricks. Their clientele is a trick. escorts, 304s, what they call them, thoughts, bops, all that. Their clientele is tricks. So they're already going to a market that where the guy's already going to spend the money. He already ready to spend it. If you really got some game, get a man that ain't trying to spend it. Finesse a man that's gamed up. He's like, I ain't going for that. How you going to get him? He said, I ain't going for that. I ain't going for that. And I ain't going for that. Next. What kind of game a woman got? Stop. Stop. It's cap.
First and foremost, man.
We ain't got to talk about it.
Oh, no. You had a whole spiel in this tough talk. So let me tell you what I think about you, because you say, oh, you game guys, you're corny. Let me tell you, Anton, I'm not gonna disrespect you by calling your names. But what I will tell you is, I know you're never and ever in life going to ever be in the lane with me, and I promise you that. And when I get off that plane in Detroit, because I will. And you think I'm playing, so you don't know, Phil. I fly. And when I come, I just want this same energy. Because this is what I do. You're in the wrong, like just stick to talking about stocks and bonds, homie.
My God, you're
not talking about women. Let me ask you this, Anton. Let me ask you this. As a businessman, you need to have experience in order to be successful, or can you just come in
and look at Alexandria? Look at Alexandra on the screen. Alexandra keep trying to talk. You know she ain't got no sense. Two grown men talking. You know she ain't got no sense. So if I'm looking at all the women on the screen right now, I know one of them is out of the picture. Alexandra, she gone. She want to interject something. She out of pocket already. Don't even listen to her. The rest of women are sitting down and being quiet and listening, or not listening, but they ain't talking. Alexandra just disqualified herself that easy, trying to interject something just instead of just being quiet when two grown men are talking.
And be successful right away. Do you need experience? Do you need experience in knowing what you're doing?
I'm letting you get your thoughts on.
I'm just saying, because you know you need experience to know what you're doing when it comes to women. You don't know what you're doing, Anton. And I don't know why you believe. I don't know who told you. First of all, you may have people around you that fuck with you because you got dollars. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. That's not genuine. So what I'm telling you is, I'm telling you straight up, man to man, when I come down there, I'm gonna extend my hand, but let's go. Let's go. And keep it live. We're not gonna edit. We're not gonna cut this, that, and that. Let's keep it live. And when I'm telling you, and I don't mind you talking about them. That's on them. I'm talking about me and you. I'm talking about 50 to Anton Daniels. We can see what's happening, man. I'm ready for it, man. I will DM you tonight. We can talk about
it. And truth be told, it's lame on both parts. I'm not finna fly. First of all, I'm not gonna let no grown man fly me out nowhere anyway. You're not flying me out anywhere. If I come, I'm paying for my own ticket. And second of all, I'm not going nowhere, especially Detroit, to prove to you I got some game. I wish I would. So really it's lame on both parts. And what Mr. 1950 should have told him was, man, because he already knows Antoine ain't built like that. Why even entertain it? I wouldn't even entertain it. Both of them look silly at this point. Both of them. 1950 and Anton. They both look silly. Y'all gonna have a contest, see who can get the most shit, like we in high school. Let's see who can get the most numbers. You know how lame that? Come on, man. What? Come on, man. Let's go, man. I done spent too much time on this already. Hold on.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I said Pop the Streak and Chantel let you, man. You want to lead with your boost, 1950.
I'm not gonna even talk about it. I'm gonna just do it. I don't have to go back and forth. I'm not about to prove myself. I don't pillow talk. I don't talk about what it is that I do in the bedroom and all of that shit. I ain't got to prove how many women that I have on my team or the fleet or anything. I
don't talk about that.
All we gonna do.
Anton Daniels is disrespecting his wife. It's disrespectful. It's wrong. You don't pillow talk. You got a fleet of women and you got a whole wife. Why would you even say that though? I can't take him serious. What man with a whole bunch of, it's stupid, man. It's just dumb. Throw in the towel, Anton is right. Thank you, Willie Doc. Thank you. Throw in the towel, man. It's over.
Is we gonna just play it? We gonna play it out.
I'm with it.
Your report card, you gonna get all F's on your report card.
I'm with it. You the one that brought up women. You brought it up. And I'm loving it.
And I do bring it up because
I got 100 fleet of women that finesse your ass.
And I absolutely keep a fleet with me.
I got 100 fleet of women to finesse your ass.
Absolutely.
But you the same man talking about these you the same man talking about these women doing disrespectful stuff to men, and you the same one talking, I got 100 women that will finesse you. I'm just telling you what you're saying. I'm just telling you what you're saying.
Go ahead. What do I say?
What you just said. Let me just tell you, please have these women when I get off the plane, please let me see these 100. Please let me see these 100.
That's for everybody, man.
Please let me. That's all I'm saying. Please bring the 100 to the airport.
I'm the same man that say what?
I'm coming to the airport, man. Bring the hoes to the airport. You say you got 100.
What am I the same man that say? It's people in the chat right now that meet me in real life.
Okay, man, that's good, man. Hey, man, I'm talking about me and you.
But what do I do? Tell me what I do.
I don't need an audience. You can just bring the camera.
Let me say this too, right? Let me say this too. If you go out and you're paying for a section, you're buying drinks for like having women around you because you're spending money isn't the same as having game. It's just not. Having women around you because you're spending money and entertaining them, not the same as you having game. So I imagine in a scenario, it's Anton out somewhere and he's buying stuff and people are enjoying and women are around. That don't count. If you get a section, that don't count. We're talking about real game. I've got real game is done with your mouth. You're able to speak these things into existence, not you tricking off and paying for nothing. We're talking about real game. But this is make-believe right here. Let me just speed it up real quick and then just get off this because I'm getting tired of listening to them.
Camera for proof. I'm just letting you know you be on the YouTube, but I take that as
my baddies.
Hey man, first
I don't move unless it's being recorded.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm just saying I'm with it, and don't edit it. We don't need to edit it.
You got it. You
can have the camera to the side looking at the concrete, and we keep it raw.
It's beautiful.
Keep it raw.
I'm gonna fly you out just like one of my baddies.
Hey man, first of all, when you speak in that way, that I'm just saying, I know you be on the YouTube, but I take that as disrespectful when you're saying one of my baddies and referring to me when you come to that. You know
I said that I was gonna fly. Oh look, now you get offended.
No, I'm not getting offended. I'm just letting you know it sounded like that. So I'm just reminding you.
Female energy. But I tell y'all, female energy, passive aggressive, nitpick the man, female energy.
Don't get offended.
No, what I'm saying is I'm gonna fly you out like one of my baddies. What?
Don't get offended. No, listen.
Come on, no, I'm not offended. I'm not offended.
You wanted to talk.
I'm not offended. No. You did. You the one that brought up I would have 100 women that will finesse you. You brought that up. I didn't say nothing about women.
It's 1950. You the master.
But I think you knew though, and that's why you told me that. You didn't tell nobody else in the panel. You told me that. It was a reason.
Listen, don't be offended.
I'm just saying there's a reason why you said that with the women. You knew. Why you getting extra? I'm not extra. My mic is just extra.
Look at Anton. I tell y'all, man, female energy. He disrespects the guy, you know, the end of the story. But my point is just that Anton Daniels, I can't believe I spent an hour on Anton Daniels, but Anton Daniels got exposed, man, and it's sad because what we saw in this live is really who he really is. You know, adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. So when you see somebody crumble in adversity, that's who they really are. Antoine got revealed, his character got revealed in his live, and it wasn't a good look, you know. I didn't mean to go that long with Antoine, I'm sorry. But let's continue, I'm sorry. Okay, let me get back on IG Live. Now, I haven't seen Lapeef Let's Talk. You did it with him too? And the problem is you want to fit in with the world. So you think it's cool to say you got a fleet of women, but you know you really don't. No man with a fleet is going to say it on camera. He's not going to say it at all. Anton does not know the streets. That is obvious. Old boys show up in Detroit and put hands on Anton. It's a shame what folks would do for views right. The women should come for him. One thing I know about women, if you're, as a man, if your character is consistent, they'll respect you. They may not date you. They may not want to be with you. They may not like you. But if your character is consistent, they will respect you. I've seen that from when I used to work with the youth all the way up to adults. If you're consistent in your behavior, they will respect you. Women don't respect men being one way this minute and this way the next minute. A lot of these men got feminine energy. A lot of these men, like Jesse Lee says, has the spirit of their mother. What's up, LaCart? I saw your video. I saw your comment, but it was too late. My bad. My bad for kicking you off earlier. No real man wants a fleet of women. You're right, because he knows the cost of doing business. It's enough to deal with one woman. A fleet is impossible. It's impossible. Anton should get back on social media and he should apologize, not just his wife on social media, but also everybody that follows him and pays him. He should apologize for stooping that low. For stooping that low. Speaking of simps.
Wife has been under the weather the past few days, and today I'm going to cheer up with her favorite breakfast. French toast, and I'm going to make it with the peaches and cream whipped butter. I like to take an entire loaf of brioche bread, make a batter of eggs, heavy cream, brown sugar, salt, and a little bit of vanilla. Christy can be very busy with travel and work, and if it wasn't for me, she would forget to eat. But I really do just enjoy cooking and making sure she has what she needs, so I take pride in being able to do that. So I'm making the French toast a little bit different today. I took a really big piece and I seared it on both sides, and then I'm letting it finish in the oven. This helps create a real nice custard-like texture on the interior with a nice crispy outside. Now this whipped butter was crazy. The peach chunks, the vanilla bean, all paired really well together. This was probably one of my favorite sweet butters. And no, this is not Chrissy serving. She got a fresh one. I do love my life.
Babe, I have breakfast for you.
Now, what type of man do you think this guy is right here? Some of y'all might say, Blanche, you tripping. What type of man do you think this is right here? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Women talking about that looks good. Oh no, y'all like to, but what type of man? No, I'm sorry. No. This whole video is screaming beta. I know who runs the relationship. I know who wears the pants in the house. It's not him. We're gonna watch this again though. He's a chef, he's showing his work off. Nah, it's a certain way to do it. You can still show your work off, but still do it like no. I don't care if he's a chef. I don't care. You better whip the butter up masculine. You better whip the butter up from the leadership position. You better put the peaches in the butter with the sugar in the, from a masculine, authoritative position. This is a simp position. Listen to him. Listen.
So my wife has been under the weather the past few days, and today I'm going to cheer up with her favorite breakfast. French toast, and I'm going to make it with the peaches and cream whipped butter. I like to take an entire loaf of brioche bread, make a batter of eggs, heavy cream, brown sugar, salt, and a little bit of vanilla. Christy can be very busy with travel and work, and if it wasn't for me, she would forget to eat. But I really do.
That right there. That right there. If it wasn't for me, she would forget to eat. Who do you think is wearing the pants in a relationship? The woman is supposed to make sure I'm fed. The woman supposed to say, baby, you've been working for 10 hours straight. You need to eat something. That's what the woman is supposed to do. This man said she forgets to eat. I don't know now woman on the planet that forgets to consume food. Not a single one. I don't know near woman on the planet that forgets to consume food. Not one. So the fact that she doing so much with masculine energy that she forgets to eat, she wearing the pants, that's why. She's wearing the pants, that's why. You know, she forgets to eat. I had to, And most folks will watch this video and can't even see what this guy is just, he's in the subservient position. Like me, listen, I cook, you know, I cook breakfast. I like doing it. But you ain't gonna see me cook no breakfast like that. You ain't gonna see it like that. You ain't gonna see it like that.
Just enjoy cooking and making sure she has what she needs, so I take pride in being able to do that. So I'm making the French toast a little bit different today. I took a really big piece and I seared it on both sides, and then I'm letting it finish in the oven. This helps create a real nice custard-like texture on the interior with a nice crispy outside. Now this whipped butter was crazy. The peach chunks, the vanilla bean, all paired really well together. This was probably one of my favorite sweet butters. And no, this is not Chrissy serving. She got a fresh one. I do love my life.
And no, this is not Chrissy serving. She does have her own, and I love my life. He's walking around the house in his socks. Okay, how can I say this? He's walking around the house in his socks. I don't know how to make this make sense, but this is what children do, walk around the house in their socks. Remember that as a child? Don't walk around the house with your socks on. Like he's a grown man standing around the house with his socks and cook. He did a whole cooking tutorial in his socks, white socks. Yes, Anna Valisa, there is nothing wrong with a man cooking, but it's not what you're doing, it's how you're doing it. She's in the bed on the phone DMing some other guy. She ain't she under the covers on the phone.
This is not Chrissy serving. She got her sweet butters. And no, this is not Chrissy serving. She got a fresh one. I do love my life.
The fact that he's concerned about what we're going to say about him eating the food lets you know he's a beta. Yeah, this is Chris. I'm going to eat half of it and give her the other half. Yeah, this is hers. I ain't making a new one. It took me an hour to make one bread of French toast. One slice of French toast took me an hour. I ain't making another one. She getting half of this. She's sick anyway. Then he said, I love my life. No, you don't. No man wearing white tube socks walking around the house loves his life. He just don't. Thank you, T-Ham. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vic. The roles have been reversed. The winning walk with Christina, he's cooking for his sick. He's cooking for his sick. See what I mean? Listen, ladies, I'm trying to help you. If a man is walking around the house in white tube socks, he's either a child or he's a beta. No man feels comfortable walking around barefoot in the house. He don't. He gonna want something up under his feet. The kids run around the house barefoot. Not the man. I'm sorry.
Babe, I have breakfast for you.
So my wife has been.
Look at him. Babe. The fact that he got to open the door and ask, babe, can I come in? Beta. Okay, listen. Y'all best believe one thing. If I done spent an hour making one piece of French toast, I might kick the door open. I might turn to the feds and kick the door open and say, get up. Man, please. Y'all might not want French toast from me. Because if I spend an hour on some French toast, everybody getting up in the house. Everybody getting up, coming to the table. I'm going to get a standing ovation. You're going to clap, say, it looks great, and then we're going to eat. All that in the bed, no, you finna get up. Everybody getting up in the house. That's me, though. I'm not finna walk in there, babe, can I come in? I've been slaving the kid. No. Kick the door open, get up. I got your favorite, let's eat. No. I'm sorry. Beta.
So my wife has been under the weather the past few days, and today I'm going to cheer her up with her favorite breakfast, French toast, and I'm going to make it with the peaches and cream whipped butter. I like to take an entire loaf of brioche bread, make a batter of eggs, heavy cream, brown sugar, salt, and a little bit of vanilla. Christy can be very busy with travel and work, and if it wasn't for me, she would forget to eat. But I really do just enjoy cooking and making sure she has what she needs, so I take pride in being able to do that. So I'm making the French toast a little bit different today. I took a really big piece and I seared it on both sides, and then I'm letting it finish in the oven. This helps create a real nice custard-like texture on the interior with a nice crispy outside. Now this whipped butter was crazy. The peach chunks, the vanilla bean, all paired really well together. This was probably one of my favorite sweet butters. And no, this is not Chrissy serving. She got a fresh one. I do love my life.
Babe, I have breakfast for you.
Babe, I have breakfast for you. I do love, listen, he tried to convince us. I do. I love my life. I really do. I promise I do. No, you don't. Hate your life. Stem called me Blanche. Ike Turner. Ike Blanche Turner. I love my life, guys. I do. I promise. I love my life, guys. I do. She doesn't. I wear the pants. I promise. I'm in charge, guys. I promise. Tell him, babe. Disgusting. Kick down the door. Breakfast is served. Breakfast is served. Let's continue.
I'm gonna give y'all this shit.
Hold on. I don't know how true this is, but I'm gonna play this video anyway. I don't know how true it is.
Tells Life and Style that Megan Good is paying for everything as it pertains to her relationship with actor Jonathan Majors. This is coming off him being convicted of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in April and being dropped by Marvel. The source also said that the couple really wanted this dog and Megan got stuck paying the $75,000 training bill. Man, I'll teach Rover how to roll over for $50. The actress is also said to be paying child support for Jonathan's young daughter from a previous relationship. And if things keep up this way, she may not be able to pay her mortgage. It seems like Majors found his ride or die, and she's holding him down while he's in between work. We don't know what type of agreement they have. Maybe he pays for the groceries. It's funny how when a man supports a woman who's in between work or just out of work, it's applauded. But if the tables are turned, it's considered a red flag. It was previously revealed that Megan was advised by her friends and family against the relationship, but obviously that hasn't changed much of anything. Some people around you can be bitter and jealous of your happiness, and Megan seems smart enough to understand that. Hopefully they can withstand all of the outside noise from friends, family, and the media, and stay together for as long as it's working out for them. Would you take on the financial responsibility of supporting your significant other? Let us know in the comments.
I met Jonathan Majors on set one time. He's a cool guy. If I had to put him in a category to say whether he was, this type of guy, the terms we have are alpha and beta. I don't like using those terms, but if I had to put him in between either as an alpha or a beta, I'm going to put him as a beta. Nothing about Jonathan Majors strikes me, even talking with him, strikes me as anything other than what we see today. Simulated student said he went to high school with him. How was he in high school? He was 2 years behind you. Now, but Jonathan Majors, though, doesn't strike me as the guy that's really confident. I think he's a great actor. I just don't think he's confident off camera. Now Megan Good, she wants a guy like this. Megan Good, she doesn't want the guy with the standards and to put the rules down because she want to live her best life. I told y'all a few years ago, I said Megan was going to be for the streets. And so women usually that are like this, in their 40s, they like these kind of guys because these kind of guys, they can just push over and do what you want to do. You saw that one clip where they were hugging each other and the guy, what's that clip where the guy was hugging, who was hugging? Hold on, where is the guy? He hugged me. Hold on, he hugged her. Hold on. Y'all know the guy I'm talking about. And again, I don't know if it's a real relationship. I don't trust any Hollywood relationships. I don't trust them at all. You know that they all fake, these people. But let's just say it's real. Let's just say it's real.
What's up, baby? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Everything good? How you doing, Mike? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Y'all want to do this? This is fire. Love this. Love this. Dion would love this. Absolutely. I'm more.
Yeah. Project 2025 seems harmless.
So, based on that hug scene, I'm going to play it again. So you think she likes him. I don't think they like each other at all, though. I don't. I think I don't. Because if a woman really likes me, she would never do that. She would never disrespect me like that. She wouldn't have did it. Like at the end of the day, nah, she don't like him. There's no way I'm standing right here. She didn't even say that's my man. No intro, letting the man pick you up. I'm talking about like she's in her 40s, so she don't live her best life. I would have walked away. Me, I'd have just left. She don't like him. She don't respect him. She might like him, but she don't respect him. I'd rather have the respect to see liking you gets you this. Respect don't get you this. You see, Tina Turner respected Ike.
What's up, baby? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Everything good? How you doing, Mike? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Y'all want to do this? Yeah, real quick. This is fire. Love this. Love this. Dion will love this. Absolutely.
Megan Good done had that plastic surgery too, y'all. Megan Good done had that plastic surgery. Now, Jonathan Majors, looking like a tourist somewhere, felt some kind of way, it appears to be. You know, the guy, I think his name is Michael Ealy, he didn't fear, respect. The Bible say the beginning of fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So again, fear, respect, whatever you want to put on it, it ain't like. It ain't like. So I'm going to say that this is way out of pocket. She don't respect him. Can you imagine a girl you're dating and some guy comes up, picks her up, hugs her, and then don't even shake your hand? And then doesn't shake your hand, doesn't even acknowledge you there? Come on. So guess what? So you see, the guy doesn't respect Majors because she don't respect him. It is a woman's job to respect your man in public. That means that when a man comes around, your man, this is my man, this is my whatever. Kenya said publicity stunt. It could have been. It could have been. Could have been. It could have been. But I'm just saying she out of pocket. She's out of pocket. Let me look up something real quick. Okay. I agree. Many women don't know because you're right. The men don't demand anything from them. You're right. I would have walked off though. I would have walked off. It's like it's no way. Listen, nah, it ain't. No, I ain't doing it. I'm sorry. Y'all got to call me Ike then. Just call me Ike.
One more time so you can understand what God is saying to you. Man, the original man of God, we live by 24 hours of life. This means every 30 years I live, only 6 hours of time have passed. 60 years, only 12 hours have passed. 90 years, only 18 hours have passed. 120 years, only 24 hours have passed for me, the original man. The original man, the melanated man. For all other nationalities, y'all live by 24 hours a day because you are mankind. Now, our Lord, he lived by 24 hours is 1,000 years. That's how much information I get in. Every 24 hours you live, that's 120 years. Every 24 hours I live, that's 1,000 years to me. To mankind, how many years is that under 1,000 years? Mankind live by 24 hours a day. That's why 1 year for man is 7 years for mankind. 1 year for man's 30 years every 6 hours. 1 year of that 30 years is 7 years of mankind time living by 24 hours a day. The only ratio we know that to be is to dogs. So who was Christ calling a dog and why? Because they live by 24 hours a day. That means you're a dog. 24 hours of life, man.
Imagine this man telling you this and then asking you for $20. Like, imagine this man giving you this whole spiel about the 20 guys, 24 hours or 1,000 years, here's 20, all of that. And at the end of this speech, he asks you for some money. Imagine having all this stuff figured out, but for some reason, it can't manifest in real life. Imagine having figured out how mankind lives, how the original man lives, how God exists. Imagine all that, got all the answers, but it can't manifest into anything tangible in real life. Now imagine a group of people that think and operate this way. Operate on a theory, on a thought, on a belief, on an intuition, on a whim. Never really going through life with any kind of substantial principles. What somebody told you, what you may have read out of context. Imagine everything he just said, and at the end of this speech, he asked you for some money. You see, most of the kings and queens, they get to a certain point, but they never get to completion. Like, they might open the book, but they ain't gonna never finish it. They might start the project, but they ain't gonna never finish it. They might learn the beginning, but they never get to the end. It's cultural. It is culture. Man's 24 hours is 120 years. Mankind's 24 hours is 1 day. God's 24 hours is 1,000 years. Now, the Bible does say that, 1 day with God is like 1,000 years. But my question for anybody that believes this, so if your 24 hours is 120 years, then what is your excuse? If you are blessed to be better than everybody else in the world, then what is your excuse? Kofi said he sounded like the old man who used to talk on the Wu-Tang albums. It sounds crazy now, but it was over the RZA beat. It was fire. Yeah, it was. Right, Tish. Filled with pride, but a victim at the same time. Filled with pride, but a victim at the exact same time. What is this? What is this?
Hi, my name is Hannah Lee, and I'm a farmer. Come pick some cotton with me. Now, I know what you're thinking. What on earth is she picking cotton for? If you wanted me to be quirky, I'd say it's in my DNA. But the truth of the matter is, it's in my household. Tell me I wasn't born to pick cotton. Accountability and growth, I decided to review my cotton picking video to see if the jokes that I made really were geared towards the Black community, as I am a farmer who actually picks cotton. And as I listened to that voiceover, I heard the words I and me. And I realized that I did not say a single thing geared towards anyone besides myself. But since I happen to be a black woman, the internet has decided to tell me what I can and can't joke about, what I can and can't do. 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun.
So this young lady put a video up.
Hi, my name is...
Now keep in mind, she lives on a farm and she actually does grow cotton. So her picking cotton is literally what she does because it's one of the things growing on her farm. But who do you think this video triggered? Now, imagine this young lady living her own life, posting her own videos. Who do you think is going to come to her page and slander her? She's not going to anybody else's page. Now, keep in mind now, we're in America. Freedom of speech. So what would make the Bliggities get mad at her and go to her page and harass her about a video that she posted on an actual farm? Now, keep in mind, all the folks running their mouth about this young lady are not as prepared as she is for what's coming. All of the people from the community that are commenting on her page are not as prepared as she is for what is to come. She's on a farm, growing her own food, and she's married in a community. Now imagine all of these folks, you know, the gods and goddesses, imagine all them condemning her. Meanwhile, they've literally succumbed to the beast system. Literally. Literally.
My name is Hannah Lee and I'm a farmer. Come pick. Hi, my name is Hannah Lee and I'm a farmer. Come pick some cotton with me. Now, I know what you're thinking. What on earth is she picking cotton for? If you wanted me to be quirky, I'd say it's in my DNA. But the truth of the matter is, it's in my household. Tell me I wasn't born to pick cotton. Accountability and growth, I decided to review my cotton picking video to see if the jokes that I made really were geared towards the black community, as I am a farmer who actually picks cotton. And as I listened to that voiceover, I heard the words I and me.
What I find interesting is that history makes you believe that only one group of people pick cotton. History is told that only one group of people pick cotton. It's not even logical sense to even think that one group of people pick cotton for a whole nation to prosper. Picking cotton was an industry. Everybody was a part of it. It wasn't just one group forced to do it. But imagine these folks getting triggered because she's on her page putting up content. And instead of you all asking her how she got the farm, how was farm life, where can I get started, can you teach me? Instead of y'all having enough humility to ask this young lady how to get started, you all condemn her because you all are triggered and emotional about something you've never done. You've never picked cotton, you've never been a slave. Just emotional and triggered about nonsense. Meanwhile, Klaus Schwab said, you're going to own nothing and be happy. So how are all the Bliggities mad at her, but not mad at Klaus Schwab? It just doesn't make any sense.
And I realized that I did not say a single thing geared towards anyone besides myself. But since I happen to be a black woman, the internet has decided to tell me what I can and can't joke about, what I can and can't do. 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun.
So we have a God-fearing woman that's married, that lives on a farm, that's actually preparing for or prepared for what's to come. And your knock against her is that her husband is not a king and she picks cotton, actually picks cotton because she actually grows it. But meanwhile, you all want to come on my platform and report my videos. Now, Klaus Schwab got videos up. Y'all not going to report them. It's a whole bunch of videos of Noah Yuval Harari talking about God isn't real, talking about Christ isn't real, talking about you don't have any rights, talking about all that stuff is fake. You never reported his video. Think about that. Noah Yuval Harari has said many a times that what y'all believe in is not real. He condemns it. And not one time have you all reported him. But you come to my page and report me. And you believe in the end that all is going to work out for you, and it's not. You're going to suffer a coward's fate. I like her because she's bold. I like her. She's bold. I like her. I really like her. Okay, I got one more. I got one more, two more. Now listen, y'all have seen this video before with the queens, but it was foolish. When the queens did this video, it was about showing attitude, being ratchet. Now, hold on. When the queens did it, it was about showing attitude and being ratchet. Now watch how they do this video. Watch their version of this video. Now, I showed this because these women were able to be classy, right? Respectful, and pack a punch. Able to be classy, respectful, and pack a punch. This is why it's hard for the queens to compete. Because what's second nature to all these other women, they have to be trained and taught, and it's just too much. What is second nature to them, even being able to be in a UFC gym, still being able to be classy and ladylike, still packing the punch. Everybody throwing right hooks. That young lady's page. Hold on one second. Let me go to.
My name is Hannah Lee, and I'm a farmer.
I think her name is Annalee Yoder. Annalee.Yoder. Let me see.
Pick some cotton with me. Now, I know what you're thinking. What on earth is she picking cotton for? If you wanted me to be quirky, I'd say it's in my DNA. But the truth of the matter is, it's in my household. Tell me I wasn't born to pick cotton. Accountability and growth. I decided.
Let me go back. Let me try so I can freeze the screen so I can get the exact name. I think it's Annalee Yoder. Or is it might be Lee Yoder. Anna Lee Yoder or Lee Yoder. One of the two. So maybe it's a. Let me hold on. Let me just look. Let me look it up. Let me see something. Let me look it up. Oh, it's Hannah Lee Yoder. Thank you. Thank you. I'm writing that down. It's Hannah Lee Yoder. It's Hannah Lee Yoder. I like it. Okay, yeah, that's what yeah. Hannah Lee Yoder is her name. And she's on YouTube. Thank you, Rick. It's the last one, y'all. I gotta go. I'm sorry. I love y'all.
Much as we don't want to believe this, the white man is our only ally in this world. The white American man is our only ally in this world because he will unite with us under our constitutional rights to help save his country. He's our real brother. The white man taught us how to read, homie. The Mexicans didn't. The white man died with us, homie, to help us get out of slavery. The Chinese didn't. The white man fought alongside the white Jewish man with Dr. King to help us get civil rights. The Mexican didn't, the Latin didn't, the Chinese didn't, the Cuban didn't. So he's really our only friend in the world. Because as much as y'all want to believe if y'all leave this country, nigga, they gonna kick you worse in your ass, you go somewhere else. Go to Africa and watch how them Africans treat y'all. Nigga, go somewhere, nigga, man, don't nobody like us but the white boy and his white woman. They our only real friend, my nigga. I swear to God. I swear to God, homie, they our only real friend. That's why, homie, don't nobody else really fuck with us but white people. Everybody else use us for economical benefits.
And again, Charleston White can say this and get away with it, but I've been talking about this for years now, that everything that the Bliggities have asked for in America, they've gotten. And the only reason they don't unify on reparations is because they don't want the stipulation. They don't want to get reparations and not be able to complain anymore. That's the only reason why you haven't gotten reparations. That's the only reason. So again, they've done a great disservice to us by convincing us that people hate us based on our appearance. And it's not true. We live in a country. Our lives are used to this country. If this country changes, it's going to be a major culture shock. If this country becomes something different, it is not going to be good. They're trying to sell us on America being better. America is not going to get better. America is not going to get better. They're trying to sell us on America being different. And they're saying that different is better. Really what they're saying is anything that's non-Caucasian is good. Thank you, Cruise Missile, for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Always supporting. Sneed, thank you so much, man. Great content. Keep telling the truth. They can't silence you. Thank you so much, Sneed. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Really, thank you. Rick Hamstead, great show and great chat. Family, God bless everyone. Thank you, Rick. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you all for your financial contributions. I love y'all. I really do. Thank y'all so much. But they're trying to sell us on things being non-white. And if it's non-white, it's better. They're just trying to attach everything to white that's bad. Donald Trump is an issue because of what he represents. It doesn't matter what you believe, who you want to be your candidate. I'm telling you, if you exhibit characteristics that are like Donald Trump, they're going to make you enemy number one. If you exhibit a characteristic that are like Kamala Harris, they're going to let you rock. This is how it is. They're not putting up two candidates. They're putting up two ways to live. If you're like this person, it's going to be rough. If you're like this person, it's going to be easy. Or so you think. They're going to terrorize you either way. Either way, you get terrorized. Danny Shea says, Blanche, Charleston speaks like that on purpose. He said he does it because that's the only way he can get the Bliggities to listen to him. Well, I'm going to say this. Thank you so much. Is it Danny or Donnie? Danny Shea. Thank you so much, Miss Shea, for the super chat. I'm going to say this, right? If you think about Christ, right? Christ spoke in parables, which means he dumbed down his message, but he never compromised the message. So Christ spoke in parables to dumb down the message, but he never compromised the message. So meaning that I may give a message and simplify it, but I'm not going to compromise the message by doing things that are of low character. So if the Bliggities want you to appeal to them by displaying low character, then guess what? I'm not going to appeal to them because you have to answer to God. So I understand what he's saying. I do. I'm not doing that though, because what they're asking you to do is they're asking you to sin to be in the same boat with them. They're not. So in other words, they're trying to trick you to say, well, if you give it to us like this, then we'll eat it. They won't. Their goal is to get you to compromise yourself to be in the same boat with them. I'm not going to do it. So although Christ may dumb down the message, he's not going to compromise it. And I'm going to do the same thing. I may dumb down the message, but I'm not going to compromise it. If folks want me to be a certain way and it causes me to disrespect myself, my family, my friends, and above all, Jesus, then I'm not going to do it. So if y'all can't get the truth like this, then guess what? You're going to perish with everybody else. Those angels didn't go to Lot and dumb down. Angels said, it's time to go. Now. Those angels told Lot, it's time to go now. They wasn't playing. And don't look back. Thank you, Miss Reed, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Always supporting. Thank you so much. It doesn't matter how you say something if you present the truth. They can either accept it or reject it. The cadence and accent you speak in is irrelevant. Exactly. Again, they tell you it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like Stem just said, when it comes to the truth, that's irrelevant because their goal is to get you to not tell the truth. So if you come and you say, okay, they was like, don't say it so loud. Okay, you say it calm. Okay, don't say it so, like eventually they'll put so many stipulations on what you're saying to where you're not telling the truth anymore. They're going to say, okay, don't say that word, use something else. By the time they get done with you, you're going to sound like them. So again, I like Charleston White's content. Like in this clip, I agree with him in this clip. I agree that the ally to black folks in America has been white people to this day. Even Republicans cater to black people. Even Donald Trump. Imagine Donald Trump doing all this catering to black people and still being called racist. You know why? It's because he's telling the truth. The reason why Trump is hated is because he's telling the truth. See, we believe it's because he's white. It's not. Nothing to do with skin color or appearance. it's because he tells the truth. And spiritually, you have a group of people in this country that are already spiritually inclined to reject the truth. So listen, I love you all. God bless each and every one of you. God willing, we'll see each other again real soon. Good night, chat family. Listen, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Angel Wings, for moderating. Thank you, guys, Navi, for moderating. Thank y'all for commenting and keeping the chat lit. I want y'all to have a good night. I love y'all, and I'll see you all tomorrow on Cutting Through the Culture. Thank y'all. Good night. Oh yeah, and thank you, Rick Hamstead, too. I'm sorry, Rick. You know what, Rick? I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you too. Thank you, Angel Wings, Goddess Navi, and Rick. Thank all three of you all. Thank y'all so much. And I love y'all. Thank you all for the super chats and super stickers. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Have a good night.